Every day has 24 hours, but what if I told you that you're wasting 9 of them without even realizing it? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But the hard truth is that most of us are caught up in routines and habits that silently drain our energy, kill our focus, and leave us feeling unproductive. Studies show that the average person spends over 3 hours a day on distractions like mindless scrolling and multitasking. And along with that, another 3-4 hours go to unproductive time at work, procrastinating, redoing tasks due to a lack of focus, or sitting in pointless meetings. And finally, 1 or 2 hours slip away to overthinking, worrying about hypothetical scenarios, or ruminating on things that won't even happen. Altogether, this adds up to 6-9 hours of wasted time every single day. By the end of the day, you are left wondering where all your time and energy went. In this video, I'll show you how you're unknowingly wasting those hours, and more importantly, how to fix it. These are proven strategies backed by science to help you reclaim your time, boost your energy, and take control of your day. So if you're tired of being tired, stick with me till the end, because the final tip might just change everything for you. So let's get started with the first mistake you're making every single morning. Most people start their mornings with habits that seem harmless but are actually sabotaging their energy for the rest of the day. And no, it's not just about hitting snooze on your alarm clock. Let's break this down. When you wake up, your body naturally releases cortisol, often called the energy hormone. This is your body's way of preparing you for the day ahead, giving you a natural boost of energy and focus. But here's the problem. Most people reach for their phone first thing in the morning, scrolling through social media or emails. This disrupts your cortisol rhythm, making you feel sluggish and dependent on caffeine to wake up. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a renowned neuroscientist, explains that consuming caffeine or exposing yourself to phone screens too early can actually dull your energy levels over time. Your body's natural systems take a backseat and you begin relying on external sources like coffee and notifications to feel awake. But it's not just phones and caffeine. Many people jump straight into reactive tasks like answering emails or figuring out their to-do list, which drains their mental energy before they even start their actual work. So, what's the fix? To make the most of your mornings and sustain your energy throughout the day, try these small but powerful habits. Hydrate as soon as you wake up. Your body loses water overnight, and dehydration is one of the first things that can make you feel tired. Step outside or get natural light within 30 minutes of waking up. This simple habit sets your body's internal clock, boosts your cortisol levels naturally, and keeps your energy balanced. Plan the day the night before. Avoid spending your fresh morning energy deciding what to do next. Instead, start your day with clarity by writing down your top 3 priorities the evening before. Think of it like setting up a race. Would you start running before checking the track and preparing your shoes? Of course not. The same applies to your mornings. With these small changes, you'll notice how much sharper and more productive you feel right from the start. Even if you start your morning right, your environment could still be silently draining your energy throughout the day, and you might not even realize it. Let's start with your physical space. A cluttered desk, a messy room, or disorganized workspace doesn't just make it harder to find things, it also makes it harder to think clearly. According to a Princeton University study, physical clutter competes for your attention, reducing your ability to focus and process information. In simpler terms, the mess around you creates a mess in your mind. This idea was backed by David Allen, the author of Getting Things Done, in his popular TED Talk. If your desk and office are a mess, you have no room and space to be creative. Creativity thrives in an environment that allows mental clarity, and a cluttered space works directly against that. And it's not just your physical space. Your digital environment plays a massive role as well. Constant notifications, multiple apps, and open tabs lead to mental fatigue. Studies show that multitasking or switching between tasks like checking emails and working on reports can reduce productivity by up to 40%. The constant context switching drains your focus and energy faster than you realize it. So, how do you fix this? Declutter your workspace. Take just 5 minutes at the end of every workday to clean your desk and organize your tools. Start fresh each morning with a clean, distraction-free space. Streamline your digital tools. Instead of juggling multiple apps, choose 1 or 2 multifunctional tools. For example, Notion is an excellent all-in-one platform for managing tasks, taking notes, and tracking your goals. Block out your distractions. Use browser extensions like Stay Focused to block time-wasting websites, and OneTab to consolidate your browser tabs into a single manageable list. And don't forget about hydration. Here's something you might not expect. Your energy drain could literally be dehydration. The Natural Library of Medicine explains that even mild dehydration can reduce your cognitive performance by up to 30%. Considering that your brain is about 75% water, staying hydrated is one of the simplest ways to keep your focus sharp. Keep a water bottle at your desk and sip throughout the day. It's a small habit that makes a big difference. Now that your environment is working for you, let's talk about how your physical habits could be the next silent energy drain. Have you ever noticed how kids seem to have boundless energy, constantly running, jumping, and playing, but as adults, even a full night's sleep doesn't seem to stop us from feeling drained all the time? So, what's the difference? It's not just about growing older, it's about how much we move. Physical activity naturally boosts your energy levels, while sitting for too long periods depletes them. Studies from MIT and Harvard, which analyzed data from over 89,000 fitness tracker users, found that people who sit for more than 8 hours a day are at 40% higher risk of heart failure, even if they exercise regularly. Prolonged sitting slows down blood circulation, reducing oxygen flow to the brain and muscles, which leaves you feeling tired and sluggish. But it's not just about health risks. Sitting all day also impacts your cognitive abilities. Regular movement improves your brain function, helping you to think more clearly, make better decisions, and maintain your creativity. To fix this, you need to follow 3 simple steps. Incorporate micro movements. Set a timer for every hour to remind yourself to stand up, stretch, or take a short walk. Even 5 minutes of movement can reset your focus and energy levels. Take calls while walking. Instead of sitting through your next meeting or phone call, take it while pacing or walking outdoors. And change your workstation. If possible, switch to a standing desk or create a setup where you can alternate between sitting and standing. Here's a simple visualization. Imagine your body as a car. If it stays idle for too long, it doesn't just waste fuel, it also loses efficiency. Movement is like turning the engine on. It keeps everything running smoothly. And while it might feel like taking breaks will make you lose time, the opposite is actually true. Studies show that periodic movements throughout the day can increase productivity by up to 15%. So, now that your body is back in action, let's address something that's just as important: how your mind might be silently draining your energy throughout the day. Every task you perform during the day requires mental energy, but here's something that most people don't even realize. Your brain's energy is not limitless. Every choice you make, even the small ones, uses up your mental energy, leaving less for the next important thing. That's why you often feel mentally exhausted before the day is done. Studies show that the average adult makes over 35,000 decisions every single day, from what to wear to what to eat. And each of these decisions, no matter how small they are, consumes glucose, the primary fuel for your brain. As your mental reserves deplete, your ability to focus, process information, and make good decisions deteriorates. This is called decision fatigue. In fact, a study from Columbia University found that judges were more likely to deny parole later in the day simply because their mental energy was drained. Imagine how much this impacts your daily productivity at work or even at home. What makes it worse is multitasking. What feels like multitasking is actually your brain quickly switching between tasks, leaving you scattered and mentally fatigued. Research from Stanford confirms that frequent multitaskers are less productive and struggle more with filtering out irrelevant information than those who focus on one task at a time. So, how can you stop wasting your mental energy? Start by implementing these simple strategies. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, tackle it immediately instead of letting it linger on your mental to-do list. This clears up mental clutter and frees up space for your bigger priorities. Then, schedule 10 to 15 minutes in the evening as worry time. Use this time to jot down or address intrusive thoughts instead of letting them distract you throughout the day. This helps to clear your brain's worries and keeps your focus sharp. Another effective strategy is time blocking. Dedicate specific 90-minute blocks for focused work, followed by 10 to 15-minute breaks. This aligns with your brain's natural cycles of peak performance and recovery, ensuring that you stay sharp throughout the day. By limiting unnecessary decisions, eliminating multitasking, and scheduling your energy wisely, you will notice a significant improvement in your focus and productivity. Not only will you conserve mental energy, but you will also channel it into tasks that matter the most. With your mental energy under control, you're on track for a productive day. But there is one more thing that we often miss: how how our evenings impact the next day's energy. Evenings are more important than we realize. They set the tone for how energized and focused you feel the next day, yet many of us unknowingly sabotage this critical time. For instance, how often do you find yourself glued to your phone or laptop before bed? The blue light emitted from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. This tricks your brain into thinking that it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep and disrupting your body's natural recovery process. And it's not just screens. Overloading your evenings with work emails, last-minute tasks, or even excessive scrolling trains your brain to associate nighttime with stress and alertness rather than rest. This results in poor quality sleep, leaving you drained in the next day even if you clock in 8 hours of sleep. So, how can you reclaim your evenings and set yourself up for success? Turn off all your screens at least 1 hour before bed. Replace scrolling with calming activities like reading a book or journaling under soft light. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to wake up refreshed. Spend the last 5 minutes of your day reflecting on what went well. This simple habit reduces stress and primes your mind for better sleep. Use the last 10 minutes of your evening to plan your next day. Lay out your clothes, organize your workspace, and jot down your top 3 priorities. This clears mental clutter and gives you a sense of direction as soon as you wake up. By ending your day on a peaceful and intentional note, you're not just improving your sleep, you're giving yourself a head start for a productive tomorrow. And that wraps up today's video. The tips that I shared with you are exactly what I wish someone would have told me when I was constantly drained and struggling to get through my days. Remember, it's not about fixing everything at once. Start small. Pick just one habit or mistake to tackle today and you will begin to see the difference. Over time, these small changes will add up to a more focused, productive, and energized version of yourself. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a like. And if there is a specific challenge or topic you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.